Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about slope-intercept form in a table. So here we have our equation in slope-intercept form, which is y equals negative 3x plus 2. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify the different parts of our equation. So we know that x and y represent our coordinates on a line that make this equation true. Our slope in this case is negative 3. So because our slope is our rise over run, we could write this out as negative 3 over 1 so that we can know what the change in y is and the change in x. And we know that negative 3 over 1 is equivalent to negative 3, so it's okay. And then because our equation is y equals negative 3x plus 2, we know that our y-intercept is positive 2. And our y-intercept is when our line crosses the y-axis, so we know that our x value is always going to be 0. So our y-intercept is 0, positive 2. And remember that our y-intercept is also known as our initial value, because we could use this coordinate as our initial value if we want to, but we don't have to. So it's our initial value because in most real-world problems, when x is 0, that's where our function would start. So here we have in our table, we have the coordinate 0, 2. And what we're going to do is we're going to use our slope to help us find the next coordinates. Okay, so because negative 3 is our rise, that means it's our change in y. So our y values are going to decrease by 3. And then our run is 1, which is our change in x. And because it's positive, our x values are going to change by positive 1. So we could just go down our table and continue this pattern because our x values will increase by 1. And same thing for our y values. We could continue going down this table with the same pattern. Our y values are going to decrease by 3. So that's how we get our table. And again, we started off with the coordinate 0, 2. But it doesn't mean you have to start off with that coordinate. If you wanted to get the coordinates before, just be mindful that this table has a pattern. So as we go down, it's increasing by 1 for our x values. So if we were to go backwards, it would decrease by 1. So the coordinate before would be negative 1. And the same thing is true for our y values. As we go down, it's decreasing by 3. But if we were to go backwards, it would increase by 3. So the coordinate before 2 is 5. And from 5 to 2, it decreases 3. So if you want to know the coordinates before, you just have to work backwards. And that's it.